We just adopted a puppy and had some friends over a couple weekends ago, and one of them was about to sit down on the couch on Poncho. Everybody's like, "Whoa!" And she goes, "What? I wasn't gonna Christopher him." And yeah.
I get more shit for that than any of the humans that I killed on that show.
Hey, what's up? It's Trey. Back for another Questionnaire Life. Very special Questionnaire Life today because we have actor, writer of the screen and the pages, musician, Michael Imperioli with us.
Thanks for having me.
What's next on the list towards the EGOT? Tony, Grammy, or Oscar?
I don't give a shit. Those are good for business, those things. That's really what they're good for. Because, you know, it'll give you opportunity. I remember Robert Duvall got an interview going into he was nominated for something. So it said, "Do you want to win?" He goes, "Of course I want to win." Everybody, these are some of the most competitive people in the world. They all want to win. But when you lose, the next morning, you already forgot about it and you go on. Very different experience winning because the moment they say the winner is and call your name, all that focus of everybody in that room is now on you. That I didn't expect, and that was weird. It was like all of a sudden, like a hit of acid just exploding in your brain because it becomes very surreal. That night I won, my wife and I go to bed. She says, "You know, you think you're a really big deal with this Emmy and winning." She goes, "I am not impressed." And she said, "And if you had any balls, you'd take that Emmy and throw it right in the garbage." The booze had been flowing. I took that Emmy, threw it in the garbage, we both went to bed. Wake up the next morning, 11 o'clock. First thing she says, she goes, "Can you order coffee? And don't forget to take your Emmy out of the garbage."
What's the correct amount to shower during the week?
Twice a day.
Twice a day?
In the summer, twice a day. In the winter, once a day.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were seeing some of the discourse going on.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
That wouldn't work for, you know, I think my wife would have something to say about that too.
If you ever got canceled online, what would it be for?
I've done some of the dumbest things when I was younger. The standards we're starting to have is that somebody, you know, to at least be in, you know, someone has to have this stainless record of, I don't know, of moral behavior, which I think very few people have, if anyone does. If you're 40 years old and they go back to something you did at 18 and want to say, you know, it's like people do evolve.
Taking the family out for dinner, night on the town. Where are we going? Old Spaghetti Factory, Olive Garden, or Macaroni Grill?
None of the above. Endless breadsticks is not an Italian thing. We're gonna go, I ate at Gennaro's on 92nd Street in Amsterdam. Now you want Italian food, man.
So I asked partially because, you know, Chop Champion over here. How is cooking like another performance art?
I don't consider cooking an art, I consider it a craft. Because to me, the definition of art is that the art has to exist for no other purpose but itself. So like a chair, you don't sit on art, you experience it. Cooking, you eat. It has another purpose other than the artistic. I don't mean to be pretentious and like saying it's a hierarchy and one's better than the other. I just think they're different. I think once something has another functionality besides art, it's something else. A lot of people would just hate that, what I just said, and really think it's snob city.
Well, sound off in the comments, and we will come to a conclusion about this.
Or don't sound off in the comments.
When does art stop being art and become a product? And is it possible for it to be both things at the same time?
Yeah, I think The Sopranos was both things at the same time. Like that show, that character, that material, writing that material, working with those people, exactly what I wanted. I couldn't have designed anything better. And that product, in a way, it's you know, premium cable, people paying for it, making a lot of money, but I think it's very artistic.
Christopher might also only be the second worst person you play, because you also play Cuomo. And how's that been over the past couple of weeks?
I mean, I was portraying him in a very specific function,
yeah,
you know, which was dealing with that prison break. It had none of that element to it. And it was interesting because when we first met, the first thing he said was, "My father never saw The Godfather, and I've never watched The Sopranos." And I said, "I know where you're going, and you should watch The Sopranos. And your father probably didn't watch The Godfather because he came up in a very different time when there was stigmas against Italian Americans and discrimination and all these kind of things, and that's totally a thing of the past, and we are more than assimilated, and you should watch it."
What advice would you give to people on how to like themselves?
When you meet someone who has cultivated a lot of kindness, through whatever, you feel that in the space. It's very palpable because their mind has tuned itself to that.
What do you think people's biggest misconception is about fate?
Well, I don't believe that things are predetermined. I believe in karma, as a Buddhist, but karma is not fate. Karma is cause and effect. Causes and conditions on a very fine, detailed level has led me to this chair today. Having this experience with you today is going to influence my future karma. We don't know on what level, and maybe not on a big level, maybe on a very subtle level, but cause and effect, and everything has a cause and effect. You think about the Big Bang, every little nuance and fluctuation in things that happened led to formation of species, evolution of stuff. It was all very precise cause and effect, precise series of events. It's not just random.
That being said, then, how much effort do you have to put into your destiny?
A lot. I think what you have to do is, it's a combination of really being aware of where you're at, really being aware of your present, and what is immediately in front of you. Because in Buddhism, they believe what I see here is not separate from me. Right now, my sense faculties that I have as a human being, which I'm limited to, right? Sight, hearing, taste, touch, mental faculties and stuff like that. It's this right here, right now. I could think about my house, but I'm not there. These are my immediate surroundings. So being really conscious of what your present is, and then from that, trying to figure out a vision for the future that you feel is positive or something you really, think has meaning, at least this is my point of view, and seeing how to connect the dots from there to there.
So you're kind of staying ready so you don't have to get ready.
Like they say, luck is what? Preparedness meets opportunity or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Michael Imperioli.
Oh, that was fun. Man,
Thanks
I
for
really
coming
appreciate your open-mindedness and patience and interest and presence. Really, I've never had this experience and I really enjoyed it.
That's what I was
I've always wanted this, but never had it.
Well, thanks for being part of it, man. This wouldn't happen without you.
You're a master. You're a master of this medium, that's for sure. Thank you.
You heard him. You heard him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for all
Don't let it get to your head.
That's for all you in the comments right now.
Don't
Michael Imperioli said so.
Don't let it get to your head, though.
All right, that's Questionnaire Life. We're out. Would you rather fight one Incredible Hulk, 10 Hulk Hogans, or have to eat 100 hoagies?
What was in the hoagie? Because I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, vegetarian hoagie. That's
I'll take the hoagies.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I get gluten-free bread?